Hello, everyone. For my persuasive speech, I'll be talking about the homelessness crisis. Last night, while most of us slept in warm beds and safe homes, 500,000 Americans were homeless. Our state, California, has a homelessness issue. Locally, you can drive through any area of Fresno, Clovis, or Madera, and it won't take long to see that we have a homelessness crisis right here. Many of the homeless population are males, and it makes you think, why don't these people get the help that they need? It's hard to believe any homeless person want to choose that lifestyle. I want to think most of them don't know help is out there or where to even begin. Not all homeless people have the same story though. Some have made bad choices, others have had unexpected circumstances in life. A person can have a history of trauma, addiction, or mental illness. California is one of the highest populations of unsheltered homeless. Some politicians say it is due to a housing crisis, but most of the homeless people I see don't look like they have had a stable home in a while and don't seem to be looking for one. For example, our Governor Newsom started the Project Homeless Connect program in 2008 as the mayor of San Francisco. And in 2020, 12 years later, San Francisco is mapped so that tourists can avoid human feces in the street, and drug needles are seen all over the city. They are just another dirty and unsafe reminder of the overwhelming addicted homeless population. San Francisco was once a beautiful city that people travel from all over to visit. Now it has become a urine-soaked, rat-infested city, and it doesn't seem to be making any changes or progress. In Fresno County, many make homeless encampments in abandoned buildings or along our canal banks. The canals are owned by the Fresno Irrigation District, and they have hauled off over 130,000 pounds of trash in the last 4 years. That's 65 tons of garbage. 12% of the U.S. population lives in California, and it's home to almost a quarter of the nation's homeless. I think that's sad for a state that runs the fifth largest economy in the world. There is no one-size-fits-all solution to this problem. These are individual human beings, and what might be successful for one might not work with the other. Many years ago, the homeless population was thought to be mostly drunk men. Homelessness today includes women, families, and unaccompanied youth living and sleeping unsheltered. There are 4 categories of homelessness: hidden, transitional, episodic, and chronic. I'll explain a little for you. The hidden homeless person usually has a job but can't afford a permanent place to live. This can be someone who's recently divorced or an adult child between jobs. It can also be known as couch surfing. Transitional homelessness is usually a time-limited situation and involves some type of funding. It can be a group home for individuals after incarceration or those trying to recover from addiction. Episodic homelessness is a result of one's behavior, most of the time. It can also be a result of someone else's behavior in the home, dysfunctional home life, abuse, drugs, runaways, depression, and frequent job loss are a few traits in this category. I actually interviewed my 32-year-old sister, Jackie, who's at one time between the ages of 21 through 24 was a person who would be in the episodic category of homelessness. She knows now that her choices, lack of respect for herself, our home, parent rules, and an unhealthy relationship with an addict she thought she loved and thought she could save were the things that led her to her homelessness. She actually believed at the time that our mom just kicked her out, when the truth is our mom never gave up. Jackie explained to me that when addicts are in their addiction, they don't think about the things that we would. Her biggest challenge most days were getting alcohol or if her boyfriend would leave her stranded. After talking with my sister, I looked into what help there is for our younger homeless population, and the resources are limited. There's one sanctuary shelter and transitional home in Fresno. Youth or young adults can drop in daily, take a shower, eat a meal, and the overnight stays are first come, first served basis, and there are rules. The last category of homelessness is chronic, and this population spends an average of 180 plus nights consecutively on our streets, parks, and other places not meant for sleeping. These would be great places to start when exploring how you can help solve the homelessness crisis. Anyone can call the Marjorie Mason Center, the Fresno Rescue Mission, or even the Poverello House, to name a few, located in Fresno, to volunteer. These shelters may include the residents attend faith teachings and have rules that include sobriety. Some offer mental health and addiction services. Most will require you to do chores, and cooking in exchange for room and board. Most of these shelters also have strict curfews, so it requires effort to stay in these shelters. I think everyone should have a safe place to sleep, and my thought is when you know more, you do more. You can reach out to your local and state representatives, ask them what they are doing to fix the homelessness crisis in your community with our tax dollars. Get a group of people together and volunteer at a shelter. Clean out your closet and donate any of the unused clothing. You can even visit homeless encampments, hand out hygiene basics like toothpaste, hand sanitizer, and even food. Information is motivation to be part of solving problems for some people. Sharing ideas, donating unique talents, gifts, or money to a local shelter program or service you believe in can make a difference to someone. You never know what just saying hello to someone who most of the time feels invisible in plain sight can do. It only takes one person to make an impact in someone's life. What are the possibilities when a whole community becomes involved in helping people's lives? So every one of us is capable of making a difference. Be a part of the change. Don't wait for someone else to do it. If not you, then who? We can begin today. People need help in our community. Thank you.